As an aesthetic provider, you can see that the industry is continuing to grow. It's growing in revenue, it's growing in industry, it's growing in providers, it's growing in expense. And so, what we're thinking about today as we dive into this episode is how to be strategic. At Powell Studio Academy, it's not just a training, it's a strategic decision on who you're going to become in the next part of your business. So we think about where aesthetics has been, and it's been on single service, demand, hustle harder, no issues of competition and pricing. And now we're seeing that that's phasing out. Instead of doing by syringe or having appointments that are one-offs, we want to make sure that our educated patients who are looking for more of an experience, a journey, an outcome, are being supported in this opportunity for pathways, for precision, for education and knowledge that drives the outcomes they're trying to achieve. In many offices, providers are still working as technicians, where this market is rewarding those providers that have precision, pathways, and deliverable outcomes. As both a consumer and a business owner, I know as a lead provider that I've shifted my way of thinking in business. I'm seeing fewer people well. This is a desired outcome to have an experience by each of our patients. And so when we have consistent consultation, more thoughtful treatment plans, we're not seeing as many people as possible anymore. We're seeing fewer people well. We want to make sure we have thoughtful care plans and that we have them in a strategy and a journey and an opportunity to deliver those beautiful outcomes together. Most trainings are designed for access, not elevation. They're large group, they're working on per syringe, maybe strategy of how to inject, but not on how to implement into your practice to elevate your everyday outcome. We want to make sure that there's business strategy incorporated, thoughtful, the why, the how, so that you know how to implement that in your office and in your everyday practice as you move forward after our time together. Powell Studio is built differently. It's application-based. We're making sure that we are only taking those providers that are wanting to be elevated, not just to grow step by step, but to make sure that their next opportunity is to be bigger, to grow smarter, to have strategy, to not burn out, but to work with those that are in alignment. At Powell Studio Academy, it's not just about training, it's about the room. We've noticed connection and opportunities that training one office at a time does not allow. This is an application-only opportunity because we want providers that are only ready to elevate to the next level. Growth is the standard. In this space, the opportunity for growth is in proximity. You're not just learning from me, but from the other providers' questions, challenges, how they're going to implement, what level of growth they've already achieved. We're growing together. Outcomes are created in assessment, anatomy, strategy, and long-term planning. They're not just created in the treatment room. At Powell Studio Academy, we don't just teach guesswork. We teach precision. Everything is rooted in assessment, anatomy, strategy, and long-term treatment planning. We know through experience that outcomes are not delivered in a treatment room alone. Through consultation, diagnosis, and planning, we're able to curate a thoughtful treatment plan that is valuable, not just about price negotiation. We want to make sure that we have full facial assessment and body planning to make sure that this curated treatment plan is not a one-off. It's ongoing treatments, full schedules, confident providers, and confident patients. Continued investment is important. The right providers that are ready to level up and to stand out in the crowd are not saying how much, they're saying for what. We want to make sure this experience is going to deliver a return on investment, strategic business growth, and implementation of elevating your craft, all at the same time. When I can take your $700 consultation and turn it into a repeatable $3,000 to $5,000 treatment plan, or you can have a patient that stays because they understand the value of being a part of your office, and you don't lose them to other providers that may be negotiating pricing, you don't have to negotiate pricing anymore. They understand the value. We want to stop running our business reactively. We want to have intention each and every day. For those that know something's missing in their office but don't know what, they've elevated their opportunity, attended Powell Studio Academy, and taken those opportunities of growth back to their office. In just 1 to 2 patients, their return on investment is complete. Their continued revenue is outrageous. We notice time and time again getting messages of, now I have a 6-figure salary. Now I have 4 to 5 patients a day that are hitting my goals. Now I have no burnout because I'm seeing the people that I want as my patient avatar complete, thoughtful, fully addressed, confident outcomes, and we're in this together. Providers that attend Powell Studio Academy don't just learn differently, they operate differently. They come together in this space as a community, as a collective, to learn from each other how you're implementing strategy, how you're working together. They don't just work in isolation, but help each other build. When I have the ability to train all over the country, I'm training one office at a time. This gives opportunity in isolation. When you're at Powell Studio Academy, you get transformation. Learning from other providers, elevating to another level, hearing their questions, concerns, and challenges, seeing what's being done well, and seeing what the industry is going to get to. We want to make sure that we have this opportunity to connect, to have community, to continue to grow outside of the office. In just 1 to 2 patients, your ROI is complete. From there, you're going to continue to grow, elevate patient outcomes, and have that return on investment skyrocket. If you take anything from this, the next level of providers think differently. They're not about how much, it's about for what. We're investing all the time. You want to make sure it's in what is going to elevate your business to the other level, not drive burnout, and bring clarity, not reactivity. Powell Studio Academy is not for everybody, and that's intentional. But if you're someone who knows that you're ready for more, this is your next step. So if you're asking yourself, is this training worth it? I want to ask you to think a little bit differently. Are you ready to implement strategy? Because the return on investment is guaranteed. When you step into the right room, everything changes. Powell Studio Academy training dates are now open for application. Reach out to our team directly to apply.